Paris 2024 Olympics quickly approaching. And of course, as always, one of the top stories in women's gymnastics is Simone Biles. She is a legend. She's an icon. She's headed back to the Olympics for the third time. Shawn Johnson, Olympic gold medalist, joining me, Caroline Fenton from Yahoo Sports. Shawn, what can we expect from Simone Biles this year in Paris?
Greatness. I have said this for years. I think she's the greatest athlete our sport will ever see. To see the difficulty and how she's transcended the sport and how she's created, like she's pushed boundaries and standards and foundational level skills. Like she's truly taken our sport to a different world. As far as what to expect in Paris, I think she's capable of everything. Anything you can possibly imagine, she's capable of. But I also think the entire world is putting a microscope on her and expecting so much. And I don't care who you are, but that's a lot of weight to carry. And so I think for me, I just keep hoping that she keeps her, ears plugged and her phones down because this is hers. She has nothing to prove to the world. And I really hope people's expectations don't get to her because this is her moment and this is something she's fought for to come back for. Um, so I just want her to go do what she's capable of doing because I think when we get to witness what she's truly capable of, it is magic.
And it's a strong statement to say that she's one of the greatest that this sport will ever see. And I think to the untrained eye, it's kind of hard to really get a grasp for exactly what she's doing because she makes the near impossible look effortless. So, from your perspective, just how impressive are some of the skills in what she's doing?
They're insanity. I don't know how to explain it. To give somewhat of an idea, every 4 years is what we call a quad. So every quad, maybe one new skill might be developed or thrown or created or be written into the code of rules, if that makes sense. So athletes every once in a while will push the boundaries enough to where they create something new. They take it a little higher, a little harder, a little faster. They add one more spin or one more flip. And you might see one new skill every quad, every 4 years. Simone, I think, now has 7 or 8 that she's introduced alone. And these aren't skills that just no woman has done. Sometimes they're new skills that like men rarely throw. And I don't think unless you're a seasoned gymnast, it's not easy to understand. But what she's doing is it's like she's ran a 1 hour marathon. Truly. It's wild.
She is just incredible and is so fun to watch, just watching what she's physically capable of doing. But I think it's also important to add context to mentally what she was able to overcome. In Tokyo, she withdrew after the first round because of a case of what is known in the gymnastics community as the twisties. So, just from your perspective, how impressive is it to be able to overcome what she was going through and to be back on an Olympic stage in 2024?
It's incredible. The amount of courage it takes to overcome that on such a public stage, to face it, to fix it, and to now come back, knowing at any chance, like at any point it could happen again. I always tell people it's the same as like the yips in golf. It's just basically where your mind doesn't connect with your body. You start doubting yourself. You start letting all those expectations kind of take over, and you question your own ability, and your body just doesn't like keep up. And I think for her to have the courage to come back, to face that, to do it again, and now do it again as a veteran who she's so incredibly like motherly to the other girls, coaching them through, picking them up when they have a bad day. She's truly like a team captain in every context and definition of the word. I think is amazing. What she's doing for all those girls and for everybody in our sport is incredible.
And she really put herself on the map in 2016 in Rio, brought home 5 medals, 4 golds, and a bronze. Can we expect even greater things from Simone Biles this year?
I always get nervous saying this because I don't expect anything. We should not expect anything. But her capabilities are that of more than that. Her scores and her difficulty surpass everybody competing. And I think she has an easy ability and capability to medal on every single event, I think she has a chance to claim the top spot everywhere. We'll see.